Hi friends! Today I'm going to read a story called Insect Homes, and as I read this story I want you to think about the main idea in detail. Now again, it's often helpful to think about the topic first, then the details, and then go back and make sure my topic is in my main idea and all my details are about that main idea. Here we go. Insect Homes by Lydia Carlin. Chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, there's page numbers. So insects have homes, homes down low, homes up high, and more amazing homes. Chapter 1. Insects have homes. People live in homes. Insects live in homes too. Insects live everywhere on Earth. They live in warm places like Africa. Some even live in cold places like Antarctica. Insects live in hives and holes. They also live on plants. Let's learn all about their homes. So again, when I'm reading a nonfiction story, it's important that I look at all of the pieces. So here is a map, and it talks about where insects live, and it says insects live on every continent. So here's another part, another diagram or pictures with labels, and it says here's a honeybee, butterfly, cricket, and praying mantis. Chapter 2. Homes down low. Many insects make their homes on the ground. Turn over a rock. What is underneath? Alright, so here we have some animals. Looks like an ant, a ladybug, cricket, beetle, and cockroach. You might see some of these bugs. Rocks help them stay cool and safe from predators. So again, if I'm looking for animals and I might be looking lower, I'm probably looking on the ground or I'm looking below. So some animals make homes through tunnels underground. And then here we have animals that are right on the surface. What else lives on the ground? Grasshoppers. Their green color helps them hide in the tall grass of meadows. The grasshopper blends in with the grass. I remember when I was a little girl, and I would find grasshoppers, and they were hard to find because of their camouflage. So that is an adaptation they have, which helps them. Tiny aphids live on plants. The plants are their home. The plants are also their dinner. Munch, munch. An aphid looks like this close up. So again, we don't see them that close up unless we have something to help, like a magnifying glass. Take a look at this huge anthill. Wow! It is big enough for cheetahs to rest on it. So here it says the anthill is in Africa. So this is where these cheetahs live, and we know they live in Africa from when we learned about savannas. This is a termite mound. Termites build them by mixing dirt with their sticky spit. Ooh, that's an adaptation they have. They have sticky spit to help them build their homes. Some mounds are taller than houses. Here's a fast fact. 1 million termites can live in one mound. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if I would want to meet a million termites in their home. Chapter 3, Homes Up High. Some insects like the high life. Trees all over the world are filled with lots and lots of busy bugs. Here are some of them. The leaf mimic katydid, bullseye silk moth, tree hopper, flannel moth. All of these insects live in one tree in the rainforest. In fact, scientists have found more than 2,000 kinds of bugs sharing a single tree. So we've talked about the rainforest and some of those pretty cool animals in the rainforest. I always think those animals have some very cool adaptations. A wasp builds a paper nest. Wasps build their nests in trees. They chew up little bits of food to make a soft, wet pulp. Then they use their legs to shape the pulp. So earlier in the year, we got to see a beehive, and we got to see these shapes, the hexagon shape that they made. When the pulp dries, it becomes a paper nest. Can you believe it? Wasps use teamwork to make all of these nests. You can see the different ones that they have made. This is kind of like the one we looked at. Weaver ants build nests in trees too. Like spiders, they are able to make a special kind of thread called silk. This is the silk. We've seen silk with some other animals. Some of you may have seen some silk in the caterpillar jars when we were doing some of the observations. Weaver ants are also called tailor ants. They use the silk to weave together leaves. It takes hundreds of hard-working weaver ants to make one nest. Incredible! Chapter 4, More Amazing Homes. Army Ant Cluster. Army ants build a new home each night. How? They grab onto one another and form a cluster or a group. Sticking together keeps them safe. Diving beetles live in ponds and lakes. They are great swimmers and can hold their breath underwater for a long time. This insect's back legs are shaped like paddles. Now, if this animal spends a lot of time swimming, do you think it would be helpful to have legs shaped as paddles? It's probably a pretty good adaptation for that animal to have. Here's a spittlebug. Where do spittlebugs live? In blobs of their own spit? Spit may seem icky to you, but to them it is home sweet home. So again, friends, that's where we talk about adaptations of animals. Maybe we wouldn't be interested in doing that, but it probably works really well for the spittlebug. Again, in nonfiction stories, often they have vocab words defined, so words that you may not know. And you'll know if it's going to be in the glossary because it is bold. So then I would have been able to go look if I didn't know what that word was. The end. So if I'm filling out main idea detail for this story called Insect Homes, first I would want to talk about the topic. This book is about insect homes. Yep, the title often helps me out there. Then I could go to details, and this is where it's really cool. Nonfiction stories have so much information usually. I can talk about how animals live or animals have homes on every continent. We can talk about how some animals have homes low or under the ground. Some animals live on plants. Some animals live in mounds or anthills. Some animals have homes that are up high. Some animals make their own home. Some animals use their body parts to help be more successful in their home. So I could have used any of those facts. Any of those facts would have been great details that are clear and direct. All right, now if I was going to my main idea, again, I need to make sure insect homes, my topic, is in that sentence. And then I need to talk about, well, we talked about how all their homes are different and made and best for that specific animal. The paddlebug, it was really good for that animal to be spending a lot of time and have a home in the water. The spittlebug had a home made out of spit, but it was sticky and protected them. So if I was to write this, I might say insects have homes that are different and work best for the adaptations and the way that they live. I might say something along those lines. So I hope that was helpful for you to hear just another example of a main idea detail. Hope you guys are doing well.